Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Jonathon Perrelli, founder and CEO of a company called LifeFuels. One word with a capital F in the middle. Thanks for joining us, Jonathon.
Thank you for having me today, Fred.
Well, tell us what LifeFuels is all about.
Sure. So LifeFuels is the world's first smart nutrition bottle. It is a portable beverage maker. Some in the media have called us an on-the-go Keurig because we have a pod-based system that dispenses inside of a bottle. The way that we're different is our fuel pods, as we call them, have multiple servings. So it's a mini 1 ounce or 30 milliliter cartridge that's both flavored and functioned, which means like a peach multivitamin or a blackberry acai antioxidant combined. So you'll have a flavor and function in each fuel pod. Up to 30 beverages can be made from each fuel pod. So when I load these 3 fuel pods in the bottom of my bottle, and the bottle holds 16.9 ounces of water, I can make up to 90 beverages on the go. And I charge that bottle about every 4 or 5 days.
And you're simply adding water. Step us through the experience here.
Sure. So it's 3 parts. It's the Smart Nutrition bottle, it's the fuel pods I mentioned, and then it's a companion app. So the app controls the experience, really enhances the experience. It's also where you can track your hydration and the amount of minerals, nutrients, and vitamins that you intake and ingest through the bottle. And we've also got that paired with Apple Health. We have a store built in, so there's e-commerce native to the app. And when you load the fuel pod inside of the bottle, you simply turn it. You'll see it light up because each fuel pod has an RFID tag on it that helps the bottle read and recognize what's inside of the fuel pod. It also writes to the fuel pod. So the pods themselves are smart. When I then click on in either the button on the front, there's one simple button to use. You can hold it down gently to cycle through the fuel pods, which are easily designated by colors. So my orange tangerine immunity, for example, is orange. Blackberry acai is more like a purple color button. Those LEDs change. I then hold that down, depress the button, and it dispenses. If I want to dispense from the app, which helps you control the experience a little bit more because you can dispense light, a standard, which is 2 milliliters, or strong, depending on the flavor or function level that you'd like, you can do that through the app. Then just shake the bottle after you dispense. I'll dispense right now. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Hopefully you can hear the motors moving. Basically, after the dispense, I simply shake the bottle, and I've just made a 16.9 ounce beverage, a blackberry acai, which is an antioxidant that I drink every morning.
This is rechargeable?
It is a lithium-ion battery, so it is absolutely rechargeable and similar to a Tesla. It's got the same battery that you've got inside of a Tesla. And, you know, when you think about smartphones, think back to 12 or 13 years ago, when they were introduced, people thought, well, I've got a phone and I've got a calculator, I've got a camera. Why do I need all these things combined? And now it's a device we can't live without, and there are more smartphones on the planet than there are people. So when you think about it that way, why would a bottle not be smart? Why would the thing controlling what we consume every day that helps us stay healthy, helps us stay active and alert and energized and enriched, why would that not be smart? And that was the idea we had years ago, and it took us over 5 years, and fortunately with the help of Keurig Dr. Pepper as a strategic investor and partner, we've been able to bring this product to market. We launched in September of 2019 for sales, and it's been growing ever since.
Very interesting. So what's the backstory here? How did this come about?
Well, thank you for asking, Fred. We were pregnant with our 3rd child, and the first 2, I think we were extra careful with, and everything was super healthy, organic, natural. Sweet potatoes were pureed and put into our Italian gravy sauce that we had on Sundays. Everything was really geared towards the health of mom and baby. And then when we had the 3rd one, I think we just fell out of that pattern and that healthy habit lifestyle. We were just so busy. And so I came up with the idea to help basically provide nourishment for mom and baby. It was hard for her to consume prenatal vitamins at the time, and they were really large horse-like pills. And so I thought, wouldn't it be great if she could stay hydrated and also get vitamins and nourishment at the same time. And at the time, there were some products that were powder-based that I could provide her with, and I tracked in a spreadsheet manually how much was consumed every day and just kind of checked the box on making sure she had prenatal vitamins. And I just couldn't let go of the idea. That was 2006. At the time, I was running a cybersecurity company and had experience in enterprise software. And I just thought, I'm a technologist. Why can't I solve this problem? Well, I wasn't, and I'm not an engineer, but I teamed up with folks. And over the years, we have incredible industrial designers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, software developers. And it took us quite some time because none of us had experience in consumer electronics or in beverage for that matter. So when we all got together, we started to work on the problem set, and we over time iterated and prototyped hundreds of different technology platforms and different mechanisms for dispensing. And we finally now have a product that is quite premium and being written about every day in a lot of holiday gift guides. And it's really exciting to have it in the hands of consumers.
Tell us about the variety of flavors and it's more than just the flavoring here. I guess there are some nutrition aspects to this too. Tell us what you have out there.
That's correct, Fred. So there are 3 different ways that we look at fuel pods, which are the concentrated beverages that we deliver, which by the way, each one of those is quite small, but holds up to 30 drinks. So there's a great play for sustainability seekers here that care about the environment. Each one of those fuel pods averages out almost a case of bottled water that's not being put back into the landfills, the waste stream, et cetera. And we take those back for recycling. So each one of them, one of 3 ways, it's either flavor by itself. So just imagine a peach sweetened or unsweetened beverage, or it's a function by itself. So it's multivitamins, antioxidants, pre-workout, post-workout, prenatal, et cetera. Or you combine them together, which is flavor and function. And that's what we started with. Our welcome pack that we've been selling has a peach multivitamin, a lemon lime electrolyte, and then also blackberry acai antioxidant, which is one of my favorites. Right now in the store, we've got about 12 products that are available. We hired beverage scientists. I mean, I didn't know what a beverage scientist was when I started this company, and now we've got a handful of them that work every day in our beverage lab, formulating and creating products that we're now selling to consumers. And what's great about that is our consumers provide us with the feedback. They respond to surveys and really tell us what they're interested in. It's one of the reasons we've launched an unsweetened line, which is very similar to a hint water. And we're really excited to have that marketplace of fuel pods continuing to grow and expand, which is what will happen throughout 2020.
Tell us what the costs are here and how it works out per drink.
So per drink on average, with up to 30 per fuel pod, is about 33 cents per drink. People that want it stronger or want more flavor are probably spending about 50 to 60 cents per drink, which is certainly less expensive than what you would provided you walk into a grocery store or convenience mart. The bottle itself started to sell at $179. Now remember, it's like a smartphone, and there's a lot of technology, multiple motors, a gyroscope, an accelerometer, all in there to make sure that the experience is premium and the technology is properly tracking what is consumed for the consumer, so they know what their hydration levels and nutrition levels are. However, right now for your users and for the holiday, we have a pretty amazing sale. We did a Black Friday sale after a couple months of sales, and it just took off like crazy. So we've extended a sale now with the code HOLIDAY. It will expire this month in December 2019. It's $80 off, Fred. So it's $99 for the welcome kit, which comes with the bottle, 3 of the fuel pods, and in the box, which people have said is like an Apple-like unboxing, which we're very proud of. There's also a charger and charge port and a brush with instructions as well. So people can, for $99, get started with us.
Really interesting. So what's your vision is in terms of where you want to take this and what the future may hold? You mentioned being backed by Keurig Dr. Pepper, and there are people who've used the Keurig know there are a lot of third-party capsules available for those machines. Might you open it up to that, or what's your vision here?
Well, you share the vision because, Fred, you're absolutely right. We are, in fact, opening up the platform and will be announcing partnerships that are in development currently throughout 2020, where you'll see products you've known and used for decades that are that are going to be inside of the fuel pods, which not only helps to validate the market, but it shows us that our partners realize that we're at the center of a number of trends: personalization and customization, portability, the ability to make beverages on the go, the ability for actionable insights from data that our consumers have access to and own. And really, it's all about them, and it's all about tracking what they're doing and how they're at their best. The mission of the company is to help people for their best from the inside out. And so we're going to do that by opening up the platform and having fuel pods, which sell anywhere from $9.99 on up, that are going to have brands you know and love, with other products related to energy, to health, nutrition, supplements, fitness, products for children, products for the elderly. So a number of things will be coming out, and we're exploring CBD as well. CBD for pain management, sleep management is becoming a lot more widely used, and as long as it's safe and the efficacy is well measured and it's regulated, that's also a market that we're interested in opening up to. So much like Keurig, we'll have other brands on the fuel pods and partnering with us.
With the bottle being a bit of an investment, what can you tell people about the durability of it? People would be taking it obviously to work, maybe to school, college students, that kind of thing, to workouts, etc.
Sure. So a lot of gyms are not fans of having glass bottles. That's why we used a BPA-free Triton plastic that's quite durable. If you look at our Instagram not too long ago, you'll see someone holding up a bottle. It's a video at about 6 feet tall, dropping that bottle. We drop them all the time and do drop tests full of water. Now, it's an anodized aluminum base that may ding or scratch, as mine did when a reporter asked me in the streets of New York, what happens if you drop it? And I did. And basically, I still have dings and scratches on mine, but I did it to prove a point that I held it up over my head and dropped it down, and it went bang on the street corner. I picked it up, and it just had a little dent and scratch, as any water bottle would. But it's quite durable. It's really rugged and really life-proof. I mean, we made it so you can take it on the go, take it hiking, bring it wherever you need to. We're very fortunate in this country that we have access to water for free most of the time, and filtered, and water that we can trust in many places. So as long as you've got access to water, you bring your water with you, hopefully in a reusable container. You can continue to fill this up and track it. It has an interesting set of technologies, one of which is ultrasonic level sensing. So it knows what you're consuming and tracks that in the app. So you can literally open up the app. It'll show you a picture of the bottle with how much water's in it. Drink some of the water, it'll immediately go down. So as soon as you set the bottle down, it will readjust and show you how much water you've consumed. So that's really important to a lot of people. It's important to stay hydrated. We're chronically dehydrated in this country, and that's something that I think people will really appreciate about the product.
And obviously you're saying that people can use this for water. All that you're consuming doesn't have to be flavored. That's
correct. You can just add water to it without fuel pods. In fact, I do that sometimes. I'll alternate and take a break because I've been using these fuel pods for quite some time. And I occasionally just like to have water. I think I only do that maybe 2 or 3 times a week, depending on what I'm doing. But if I'm working out and I'm already energized, I just want to chug 8 to 10 ounces of water, and it will track that as well. Absolutely.
And for those who want to experiment, I assume they can sort of mix some of the flavors together if they choose to?
That's correct. One of the features of the app is our beverage center that allows you to mix and match. I think I've probably made 2 dozen or more different beverages. So, I can basically adjust. I want 1 milliliter of peach multivitamins, and I'm going to add that with the lemon lime electrolytes, but I want 2 milliliters of that. So you'll hear it dispensed once with the peach multivitamin, and then another time twice with the second fuel pod. So it's very interesting that you can make your own beverages on the go, and we see people doing that all the time. A lot of people drink the same thing every day, and we found that people that are repurchasing and are subscribing to fuel pods are saving quite a bit of money, are helping the environment, and they're drinking the same thing quite often because they really enjoy and love it and get a lot out of it. So yeah, that's a great question.
Very interesting, and we'll continue to follow what happens. The website for more info or to purchase is LifeFuels.com. Jonathon Perrelli, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much, Fred.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.